And this is my iMac G3 desktop computer, which I use in my office. This particular iMac, I'd have to say that it runs at 500 megahertz. It's a 500 megahertz G3 processor, and it has 512 megabytes of RAM. The hard drive size is about a 20 gigabyte hard drive, and there are about 8 gigabytes available for file storage on the hard drive. It has on it Microsoft Office 2004 Student Teacher Edition. It has iPhoto, but I deleted the rest of iLife off of it because I don't use anything but iPhoto for this particular machine. And I also have iTunes, and of course I have a mail application and Safari. So I'm going to go ahead and boot up this G3 iMac for everyone. And it is running the latest version of OS X Tiger, 10.4.10. And I have all of my categories of files laid out in folders on my desktop that I use daily at work. Here it has, I don't know if you can see that real well. This camera doesn't tend to pick up some smaller stuff all that well, but it's all I got. Finder, Dashboard, Mail, Safari, iChat, Address Book, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Publisher, iTunes, iPhoto, iCow, QuickTime, Preferences, Mac OS X, and of course the trash. The hard drive itself shows actually an 18.52 gigabyte capacity with 8.85 gigabytes available. 9.67 gigabytes are written to the disk. And about this Mac, Mac OS X version 10.4.10, 500 megahertz PowerPC G3, 512 megabytes of SD RAM. It also has a slot loading CD-ROM drive, and that CD-ROM drive works very, very well. So I just stick a CD that I've burned to transfer files from PC to Mac. It just goes right on in there. And the icon comes right up. Double click it, and there are all the files that I've transferred from one computer, this HP computer, which is a tower machine, over to the Mac. It's actually a very, very nice machine. The hard drive does have somewhat of an irritating spinning noise, but from what I can tell, and from what I've been told, there's really nothing wrong with it. The question is going to be, do I change it to a higher capacity hard drive, a quieter hard drive, and if so, how do I transfer Microsoft Office, which I've used up all of my installations for, and iPhoto and iLife? How do I transfer all of that to a new hard drive Can I do that with flash drives? Can I do that with burning a CD? Or do I need to reinstall that from the install disks? And if that's the case, since I've used up my 3 installs on Office, do I have to buy that software again? Don't know the answer to those questions. But in any event, I think I'm going to stick with this particular hard drive at least for a while. In order to eject it, you just take it to the trash and it will eject. And that is the iMac G3 500 slot loading desktop computer.